Hey, everybody, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So, I thought I should make this video about semen retention and no fap, you know, and I am an advocate for this type of decision making. I think it's really healthy, though I do debate the time span of it in terms of how long you go without releasing. You know that's a little up in the air for me because of several reasons. Um, I know some people they have the whole stance that they will never release, like unless they're making children. Some people will be like, they, I think it's like called Brahmacaya or something, and they don't release at all, even when they have sex, and it just goes. They transfer the energy up to their head. I read some reports of people doing that. I never experienced it myself, so you know that's the stance on that one. But I just want to reference the idea of, is ejaculation um wrong biblically, because you have a lot of mostly Catholic rhetoric about masturbation being wrong, and about even sex being wrong a lot in Christian circles. That's like I won't say a myth, but because some people do feel that way about it. It just depends on who you asking, really. But that being said, I thought biblically we should look what the Bible says about masturbation and release a man releasing his seed. And I was surprised to find this in here myself, because I just didn't think that would be in here. But the first one we're going to start on is Genesis 38, 1 through 4. And it says, and it came to pass at that time that Judah went down from his brethren and turned into a certain Dulamite, whose name was Harah. And Judah saw there was a daughter of a certain Canaanite, whose name was Shua. And he took her and went in unto her, and she conceived and bare a son, and he called his name Er. And she conceived again and bare a son, and she called his name Onan. So obviously, having children, in terms of having children, sex is not wrong, because the first commandment, even before people, the first commandment for people was be fruitful and multiply. So obviously, having sex with children in mind is not incorrect biblically. But the reason I brought that up is because if you see in verse 4, it says, and she conceived again and bare a son, and she called his name Onan. Some people refer to masturbation as onanism, and it's because of this character here, Onan, who the son of Judah. All right, from tribe of Judah. But yeah, we're moving on. You're going to go to Deuteronomy 25, 5, and 6. All right. And we're going to read there. And it says, hold on. If a brethren dwell together and one of them die and have no child, the wife of the dead shall not marry without unto a stranger. Her husband's brother shall go in unto her. So if a man dies, his brother will take his wife and take her to him to wife and perform the duty of a husband's brother unto her, meaning he will become a woman's husband at that point. And it shall be that the firstborn which she beareth shall succeed in the name of his brother, which is dead, and that his name be not put out of Israel. All right. So it's saying that in the event that a man dies, the brother of the man who died will take his wife, his widow, all right, and become her new husband. The reason I'm relating this is because in the story, Onan was tasked with impregnating Tamar. I hope I'm saying that. Yeah, it was tasked with impregnating Tamar, but Onan was killed by the Lord after he was having sex with her, and he committed what's called coitus interruptus, meaning instead of impregnating her and ejaculating inside of her, he basically pulled out and he came on the floor. And a lot of people interpret that as meaning, oh, masturbation is wrong because he did that. But reading Deuteronomy, that law we just had, law concerning human relations between a brother his brother's widow, you see that Onan was killed because of that. Even though the law wasn't in effect at that time, the Lord, he knows the end from the beginning. So he had that law in mind when he told Onan to impregnate, his brother's widow. So the fact that he didn't was why he was killed. It wasn't because he masturbated on the floor, and I'll go further to prove that too. Because if we're going to go to Leviticus 15. Leviticus 15. Come on. I'm just trying to do this before. All right, Leviticus 15. All right, Leviticus 15, right? Leviticus 15, 16 through 18. And it says, and if any man's seed of copulation go out from him, then he shall wash all his flesh in water and be unclean until the even. And every garment and every skin whereon is the seed of copulation shall be washed with water and be unclean until the even. The woman also with whom man shall lie with seed of copulation, they shall both bathe themselves in water, be unclean until the even. So, seed of copulation is obviously semen. And it's saying here that if a man ejaculates, and he should wash all his flesh in water, and he'll be unclean until the evening. Obviously, from whenever he did that, because if he did it in the evening, the next evening, So, what does this tell us? It tells us that in terms of ejaculation, the act of ejaculation is not wrong in and of itself, because you have to create children. It's a normal product of sex. So the Bible does not see ejaculation in and of itself as a sin. It's not incorrect. Now, that being said, obviously anything, all things in moderation, because if you masturbating every day, or even on a consistent basis, then you are fulfilling the lust of the flesh, because it's not beneficial for you to do this, and it leads to other doors opening up. Say if you just masturbate with your thinking mind, eventually you're gonna get bored of that. You say gonna watch a video, and now you committing lust with that at a person on the screen. And Christ said that if a man sees a woman and thinks adultery or lustful thoughts about her, he's already committed adultery in his heart with her. So that's why looking at pornography is wrong. And even in the Greek, when they use the word sexual immorality in English, but in the Greek, I think the word is porneia, and porn. So that lets you know right there that whole situation with that whole thing with the video. So that's the issue with masturbation, is because if you get in the habit of releasing your seed, it's unproductive to you. You thinking lustful thoughts. You opening up to bad habits. It doesn't profit you. It's like Paul said. Even though I think something, I can't remember, but all things are not expedient is what was a part of the quote. All things are not expedient. So something might be beneficial to you, or you can do something, but that don't mean it's expedient to do that. So that was what consistent masturbation, frequent masturbation would be. It's not something that's expedient. Your body loses minerals, because like the semen contains what makes a person. So obviously losing minerals, and it's just a negative habit in general. So, but the Bible does not hold ejaculation in of itself, in the terms of procreation, as a sin. So I just want to put that out there, because I know some people some people even theorize that the serpent represented sex, and sex was the fall of man. By Adam and Eve having sex, they fell, and that Eve cheated on Adam with the serpent and all that. I haven't looked into that. Maybe I'll do another video on that, but I just wanted to show you guys these particular verses about ejaculation in and of itself, so you guys would know what the Bible said about it, because I thought it was interesting in and of it myself. So stay tuned. My next one gonna be about actually the Matrix. The Bible mentions the Matrix, and I'll just provide you with the context of what it means, and how that kind of relates to that term we use today. But that's it for me. Thank you guys for checking in. Let me know what you think, and peace out.